някаква забрана към сайта. Добре, но да не спира повече.
You must have a lot to keep clean.
Yes, and I hate it. I hate this broom.
They chained it to the table. That won't get me anywhere.
Stay away from me with those toys. I could very easily break through this darkness if I wanted to. Stay away from... I could very easily break through this darkness if I wanted to.
Чакайте го скрия този чат. Няма нужда да стои.
Now that's just uninspired. I mustn't lose sight of my goal. I don't much care for random guesswork. No. Better not. That'll never work. No. I mustn't lose sight of my goal. Later, I may still need the goblet.
Stay away from me with those toys. I could very easily break through this darkness if I wanted to.
No, that's not it. Street merchants use this to thrash little children when they catch them stealing. I mustn't lose sight of my goal.
По-рано имах един камък, с който избирах отделни елементи. Къде беше този камък? Една огърлица беше, ако не се лъжа. Може би чрез нея, но къде е огърлицата не мога да кажа.
come here. He won't obey. Hey, Hassim. He's ignoring me. I feel a rhythm, like a heartbeat. An underground lake. I don't much care for random guesswork. No. No, that's not it. That'll never work. Why is it so cold here?
The Library of Draconia is supervised by the Ice Faculty. Writing is like ice. It freezes a moment in time. In this case, for eternity. Nice to see you again, girl.
What else do you know about Ben Jalif?
Not much. He was given the mask and sent out to find the garden. That's all it says here.
What did Jalif write about the garden again?
It says that some sort of magic word is buried in the garden. A word that will awaken the true power of Malakar's mask, and that 3 secret chambers will point the way there. He babbles that the place was created by an ancient entity, a servant of time, and that Satinav, the Lord of Time, separated the garden from our spheres, so that nothing that happens in the garden would have consequences for our reality. Then there's something about lies that become truth, and a hole in the Book of Time. Yet more stupid blather.
The garden was created by a servant of time?
Correct. They say this servant sleeps in the 3 chambers and waits for a mage to wake him.
Does it have to be a mage?
Yes. Only the presence of magic will disturb his sleep.
That's enough for now. See you later.
Keep me up to date.
First, I have to find this garden. What are these rocks?
Don't be arrogant. They're not mere rocks. They're ores, and very important and valuable to me.
I don't much care for random guesswork. I'd rather not. No. No.
Stay away from me with those toys. I could very easily break through this darkness if I wanted to.
I don't much care for random guesswork. Now that's just uninspired. I mustn't lose... No. I mustn't lose sight of my goal. It feels like a lamp, but it's emanating darkness instead of light. My Almandin, my wrathful eye, my mournful heart, I would never exchange it for anything in the world.
Stay away from me with those toys. I could very easily break through this darkness if I wanted to. Stay away from me. I could very...
Hey! No answer. I'd rather not. Now that's just uninspired. Now that's just uninspired. I don't much care for random guesswork. I can't lose my head. I don't... I don't... It takes more... You must have a lot to keep clean.
Yes, and I hate it. I hate this broom. Stay away. This artifact might be dangerous.
What is this then?
It's a whetstone. I'm indifferent towards it. It just serves its purpose.
The stone tablet is broken.
Don't remind me. I tripped and now it's ruined. Every time I think about it, I almost lose my will to live.
I know now who you are. Your name is Halef ben Jalif. You were Malakah's servant. He sent you to find the Garden of Oblivion, but you only made it as far as Draconia. As a punishment, the mask was placed on you. Your memory was stolen, and you were made into what you are now. Yes.
What did the staff say?
It's not written here. The air elementalist could only write down what his spirit observed, not what happened inside his mind.
Rats! I've been waiting for this moment for so long, and now this.
So you're a victim of the mask yourself. I suppose I can forgive you. The spell only works on living beings. The spell only... Weren't you once able... Maybe you'll recall how you did that. The spell only... The spell only... The spell only... The spell... The spell only... The spell only... The spell only... I'd rather not. No.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
The spell only works on living beings. The spell only works. The spell only works. The spell only works.
With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death.
That probably isn't magical enough. That probably isn't magical enough. The spell only works on living beings. That won't lead to anything. I don't even know. I don't see any connection. The spell only works on living beings. The spell only... The spell only works... The spell only...
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
Now that's just uninspired. That won't lead to any... The spell only works on... The spell... 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 Weren't you once... Maybe you'll recall how you did that. I don't see any... That won't get me... I don't much care. No. I don't see...
If you wish to send yourself a vision, all you need to do is touch me.
Why would I want to do that? Better not. That won't lead to... I don't much... I'd rather not. The spell only works. The spell... The spell... The spell... The spell... The spell only works on... The spell... The spell... The spell... Hey! No answer. That probably isn't magical enough. That only work. 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 That only works with...
За къде даваш зор? И стафа не трябва, и маската не трябва.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
Твърде много комбинации са.
Better not.
Най-важното е метлата. Със сигурност. И маската.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
Това е, че не се отключи за замръзването. Нищо не мога да замръзя. Защото маската е далече, остава ставчето. Кой диамант? Това е кристал. Ами точно в момента не. Знам само, че ставчето и маската трябва да се прибирам. Не се лъжа два пъти. И трябва да го накарам да да ги повторям.
I don't see any
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. I associate warmth and light with the sphere.
I'd rather not.
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. My good feeling about the My good feeling. My good feeling.
That won't lead to any...
I associate warmth. I associate warmth and light with the sphere.
The spell only works on living beings. The spell only... That won't get me any... I don't see any... I don't much... No.
If you wished.
Why would I want to do that?
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it.
Да, три неща трябва да се комбинират. Но кои три?
My good feeling.
Така предполагам. Поне ще едно нас спомена за сфера.
That won't get me anywhere.
My good feeling my good feeling
Толкова опитители не го учех. The mask no longer seems quite so repellent.
I've never seen anything like it. What's that?
You wouldn't understand even if I were willing to explain it to you.
That won't lead... The spell only works. The spell only... The spell... The spell... The spell... The spell... The spell... The spell... That only wo- That only... The spell only works on living beings.
На топката, дава ми е като въпросителни.
No.
If you wish to send yourself a vision, all you need to do is touch me.
Why would I want to do that?
играта се променяше нещо като замразя. Кристализирахме там някакви растения и ми даде решението. Но вече не помня кой беше точно. Пробвах. Смисъл как нея.
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it.
Две последователни комбота да се правят ли?
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. I associate warmth and light with the sphere.
За две комбота не съм мислил. With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death. Възможно ли е да са 3 тук?
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
Няма проблеми, то почти 12 часа е станало.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
Лека.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
That'll never work.
Какво ще е третото комбо?
No. The spell only works on living beings. The spell only... The spell only works on living beings.
I've developed an interest in the mask, but first I should finish with the sphere. I associate warmth and light with the sphere. My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. My good feeling about the sphere. My good...
That'll never...
I associate warmth and light with the sphere. I've developed an interest in the mask, but first I should finish with the sphere. I've developed an interest in the mask, but first I should finish with the sphere. I associate warmth and light with the sphere. The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it. The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
That won't get me.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it. I associate warmth and light with the sphere. I've developed an interest in the mask, but first I should finish with the sphere. I associate warmth and light with the sphere.
It smells terrible. I can see the heat rise above it. How can I get him to examine it? I must learn more about it. I've never seen anything. A round piece of rock. It's broken. A pile of rocks.
Какви маймунки търсиш?
They chained it to the table. The spell only worked.
I associate warmth and light with the sphere. My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. I've developed an interest in the mask, but first I should finish with the sphere. My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. I associate warmth and light with the sphere. My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it.
No.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
The spell only works. The spell I'd rather not. I don't much. That'll never work. That only works with men.
I associate warmth and light with the sphere. I've developed an interest in the mask, but first I should finish with the sphere. My good feeling about the mask no longer seems The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it. The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still... The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
That won't get me any... must.
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel... The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but... My good feeling about the sphere...
Прехвърля се в другия сайт ли?
I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment.
No.
I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment. I associate warmth and light with the sphere.
That'll never work.
With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death.
Айде, като нещия.
I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment. With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death. The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibes. I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment. With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death.
The spell only works on living beings. The spell only works on living beings. The spell only... 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 The spell only works on... Weren't you once able to petrify people entirely? Maybe you'll recall how you did that.
Čakaj malko, s kojim maskio.
I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment. With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death. Stay away. This artifact might be dangerous.
I have to know something.
What?
How are you feeling now?
I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment. With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death.
How are you feeling now?
With the mask,
How are you?
I was.
Сега привели какво каза.
The spell only works. The spell only. Weren't you once? Maybe you'll recall how you.
I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment.
Хайде, ама. Ти пак защо спря? Аз не съм го спрял, ми просто като една малък етап явно ми дава някаква грешка и пред драйверите на Nvidia. И като паузира стрима и след това го изключва. Ами това е човече. То, че изчезва, понеже има опция през драйверите да паузира, да спира на пауза. И след това, като се върна, вместо да го поднови, го изключва. Пък уж са апдейтнаха драйверите по-рано. Пробвах вече всякакви комбинации, но мисля, че има и още някаква вратка, не е само компута, да знам, вече аз не помня кои пробвах. Няма страшно, да не остана много на играта. Ще я вратнем и ние. Ми се искаш да приключа тази, че да може да почвам друга. И тия комбута най-вече ме бавят. Ти помниш ли въобще комбинацията или само от части?
I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment.
Ама има ли значение дали са последователно или просто като го захапи един път и следващото и... Ако има значение последователността, ами...
With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death. I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment.
Better not.
With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death. I associate warmth and light with the sphere.
I mustn't lose.
Ама при всички комбинации ли се ползва кълбото или не? Имаш ли някакъв такъв спомен?
That won't get me anywhere.
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it.
Ами тъй като вари печката и кристала, хич не са ни свършили работа до момента. Комбинира ми маската и кълбото и таблет. Добра да е, Ники.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it. The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
That won't get me anywhere. I'd rather. That won't leave. Later, I may. No, that. That won't leave. No, now that's just.
Никъде не става то гоблет.
It belongs to them. I don't even... No. That won't get... No. The spell...
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it.
Къде да го видя?
With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death.
Better not. That won't lead... I mustn't lose sight. No, I'd rather... Now that's just uninspired. That won't get me... I mustn't... I can't... Later, I may still need the goblet. That won't lead to anything.
Възможно ли е да пропускаме нещо, някъде да трябва да се направи нещо? И след това да се върнем тук.
What are you doing there?
I'm a researcher. I'm researching. How's that for an answer?
What are you doing?
How's that for an answer? Stay away.
What's that?
You wouldn't understand even if I were willing to explain it to you.
The stone tablet is broken.
Don't remind me. I tripped and now it's ruined. Every time I think about it, I almost lose my will to live.
Сигурно търси отговора. Ниче няма.
What are these rocks?
Don't be arrogant. They're not mere rocks. They're ores, and very important and valuable to me.
Hey, no answer. I'd rather not. No, that won't... That'll never work. That won't lead to anything. That won't lead to anything. I mustn't lose sight of my goal.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it. The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it. The mask no longer seems quite so repellent. The mask no longer... The mask no longer... The mask no longer... I've developed an interest in the mask, but first I should finish with the... The mask no longer seems quite so repellent. I've developed an interest in the mask, but first... The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
Ами маската, рудата ги извъртях с всички тия. Промяна никаква. Има нищо друго.
I've developed an interest. The mask no longer seems quite so...
Това последното не го разбрах. Аз не помня насоки.
The mask no...
That won't get me.
The mask no longer... The mask no longer seems quite so...
The spell only. The spell only. Better not. Now that's just. That only. The spell. The spell only. The spell. The spell. The spell only. The spell. That only wo- That probably isn't magical enough. That only wo- That probably isn't magical enough.
Последния път беше Сибирия, това значи, че преди 2 седмици.
I can't lose my head now. No. Now that's just a... I mustn't... No. I don't even know where I No. I mustn't... I don't much care for random guesswork.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
I can't lose my head now. That won't get me anywhere. What are these rocks?
Don't be arrogant. They're not mere rocks. They're ores, and very important and valuable to me.
се разходим.
I don't much care for random guesswork. It's shaped like the mask. Now that's just better not. No. It's dark enough here. It looks like the fire is happy where it is. It looks like the fire is happy where it is.
И јас тоа викам.
It looks like the It's dark enough. No. They're growing beautifully. Hey. Shh, or else you'll wake the spirit. The only thing that seems to interest her are the plants. The only thing... Now I can fly to the fortress any time, but first I need to know what this garden is all about. The power that Kasim seeks there could help us in battle. The only thing that's... I mustn't lose sight. I must... I think I'd rather keep... Come here. He won't obey. It's too deep, and I still need my legs. They're growing beautifully. Better not. No. That won't get... I can't... I'm not good. I don't see... They would have immediately joined the army against the demons. Now I can, but first the power.
Явно тук не е. Трябва да намерим уловката.
The spell only works. The spell only. The spell. 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 Weren't you once able to petrify? Maybe you'll recall how you did that. That only. That probably isn't magical enough. That only works. That only.
Не, че го разбрахме.
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
I can't. No.
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it. My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it.
Лека.
I mustn't lose sight of my goal.
I associate warmth and light with the sphere.
I have to know something.
What?
How are you feeling now?
I associate warmth I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment. The mask no longer seems... The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it. How repulsive. How can something so beautiful conjure such ill feelings? Time to devote myself to something nicer. So that's it.
Is there anything new?
The mask is a reservoir. It stores memories.
Sure, by draining them from people.
Yes, but that's trivial. What's really fascinating is that it stores everything which happens around it. It's as though it observes the world in silence and takes note of everything. If we were to succeed in reversing its effect, we would have access to an enormous archive of past times. I have a good feeling about this.
How can the magic of the mask be reversed?
That sort of thing takes time. I would attempt to weave a modification of a reverse Salis into a gemstone and then attach that to the mask. If the spell inside the mask is then recited, it should have the converse effect. Instead of emptying the wearer, it would begin to transmit stored memories to him.
I want you to reverse the effect of the mask.
That will take time. Besides, I lack an appropriate gemstone.
I want you to
That will besides.
No. You must have a lot.
Yes, and I hate it. I hate this broom. Stay away.
What's that?
You wouldn't understand.
Hey, no answer. No. The spell only works on living beings. The spell only works. The spell only... Weren't you once able to petrify people entirely? Maybe you'll recall how you did that. I'd rather... I can't...
If you wish to send yourself...
Why would I want to do... I don't... I have to know something.
What?
I want you to...
That beside...
The spell only. The spell. The spell. The spell. The spell. The spell only. Later, I may still need the goblet. That only works with... I have to know...
What?
I want...
That
Later, I may still...
Stay. I could Stay away. Stay away. This artifact might be dangerous.
It belongs to the mage in the cave. That'll never work. No, that won't lead... No. I don't even... That won't lead to anything. I don't see it... Now... I don't much care for random guesswork. That probably isn't magical enough. That only... The spell only works on living beings. It belongs to the... I don't see... No, that won't get... I can't... That won't... The spell... That only... Now that's... I can't lose... That won't get me... Better not. I don't see... Take this ruby, weave the reversal spell into it, and reverse the effect of the mask.
I told you, it isn't that easy. First, I need to examine the quality of the stone. Possibly grind it again.
We don't have time for that. I want to know what the mask knows. Do as I tell you.
Such an intervention is dangerous.
I need everything I can get my hands on in order to survive in the gore. My life is at stake here, so do it.
You'll now become either completely stupid or entirely enlightened. Fadan faskadan, esplasta quatan, murilor gras ferel goran, hulbe mutir gerul felan, juntir quatan feluntir sudan. Hey, can you hear me?
I had a vision.
Someone else's memory? So it worked!
You sound surprised.
You're very lucky that you're still able to speak. What else did you learn? Did you learn any new skills? If so, show me. Show me what I only believe.
That only works with magic artifacts.
You're trying my... You can cast spells?
I only remember this one spell. No, wait. There's more.
The more frequently you call upon the memories in the mask, the more they'll be accessible to you. Take off the mask. Do you still remember?
No. The spells are gone.
As I suspected, the effect is only active as long as you wear the mask. Put it on again and cast the second spell.
No.
Stop playing with my thoughts. Let me try one more thing. Remove the ruby and put the mask on again. Can you still cast spells?
Yes. I remember more and more.
Ha! I'm brilliant! Once the ruby has created a connection between the wearer and the mask, the bond remains even without the stone. That's enough for now. Give me the mask and you can go.
If I take off the mask, I have to do something. The spell only works on living beings. He was turned into a small crystal. I suppose the spell isn't very precise about what sort of stone it transforms someone into. He was turned into a small crystal. I suppose the spell... Whatever this is for. What is it? What do you want? The face is reacting to the strange orb. think it wants to follow me as long as I have the orb. It takes people's memories away and leaves them behind as empty shells. That scares me. I won't put it on again before I've found those 3 chambers. In the meantime, I learned to fly without one. It's hot. They chained it to the table. No, that's not it. I'd rather not. Now that's just uninspired.
Да не прописа на японски.
The fire doesn't react to that.
Защо?
The spirit is reluctant. It's probably not his element. He isn't reacting. Perhaps he's a higher being than the other spirits. An elemental spirit is already playing there. I don't see any connection. Better not.
Някога свършват, не му всичко да има.
The spirit is reluctant. It's probably not his element. Yalla, come out. They are already... Better not. I can't lose... Spirits of the water, rise. Come out, whoever you are.
Остана на огъня.
Spirit of the flame, come with me. I can't No. An elemental spirit is already playing there. I won't fly there until I actually have a reason to. He isn't reacting. Perhaps he's a higher being than the other spirits. An element... An elemental spirit. I won't fly. I won't. An elemental. He isn't reacting. I won't fly there until I actually have a reason to. Come here. He won't obey.
Дали ще ме кара се връщам до библиотеката сега?
I won't fly. Hey! Shh! Or else you'll wake the spirit.
That symbol stands for water. That rune stands for fire. That's clearly the symbol for air. That's clearly the symbol for air. That symbol represents ice. That symbol stands for water. That's probably the symbol for ore. That's the symbol for Earth, if I'm not mistaken. That rune stands for fire. That's clearly the symbol for air. That symbol represents ice.
Come here. He won't obey. I don't want to get too close to Kasim. I don't want to get... I won't fly there. Come here. He won't obey. Huh? I feel the mask in my pocket. It's pulling me, drawing me there. I don't even know where I should start. I can't lose my head. Nothing is happening. No, better not. That only works. Nothing is happening. Nothing is I don't even... The mogul, this would only... That won't lead to any... No, I don't even... That'll... That won't lead... I could petrify them all with my spell. I could
Who is doing magic in my chamber? I've slept for so long. Please, awaken me with your magic.
That'll never work. This is definitely one of the signets Ariakos mentioned. I don't much care. Nothing is happening. I don't even... Nothing is...
All of a sudden, I'm getting so sleepy. All of a sudden, I'm getting so sleepy. All of a sudden...
No. Nothing is... That would be What? Am I locked in here?
Don't be frightened. Remain seated. There's something you should know. Listen well, and you will understand. Once there was Satinav, the guardian of time. Satinav wrote everything that happened, was going to happen, and had happened in his book of time. Anyone who deviated from the path written in the book or sought to rewrite time was punished by Satinav with the worst punishment that could ever be inflicted on anyone. He ripped the poor soul from its existence as if it had never been there at all. What no one remembers is that Satinav had a servant. Me, the Djinn of Time, Nemoremnon. In the name of my lord I roamed the ages, punishing heretics and healing the rents in the fabric of time that their heresy had caused. I was powerful, and yet I was only a servant to the boundless tyranny of a careworn master. Then came the day on which everything would change. When a woman came before Satinav with her dead son, she begged for the life of her child, for an adjustment of time. But Satinav, in his infinite cruelty, would not listen. I, however, took pity on the creature, and in an act of boundless benevolence, I created my mightiest tool. A mask. My mask. And I gave it to the creature, so that never again would anyone lose something so precious.
Weird. Hey, Kasim. He's ignoring me. Come here. He won't obey. If I removed the light from the room, I might end up helping Kasim escape. I could
Again, I can barely stay awake. Open my eye.
Nothing is...
You have returned. Here now, the second act of my tale. The history of the mask. The mask presents the creatures of the world a choice. Upon those who wear it and speak the ancient incantation written upon it, I bestow blessed forgetfulness, so that the pain of loss gives way to an unsullied new beginning. If the wearer speaks my true name, however, I appear to them and fulfill any wish they have. Whatever was lost, I recover from the depths of the past and bring into the present. Thus, over the years, the dead have awoken to new life, and kingdoms have shone with old glory. My beneficence was boundless, and in my mercy I have overwritten the tyranny of the Book of Time. Yes, it was my name that did all this. My name outshone everything. Not Nemeremnon, as the giants call me, but rather my true name, my secret name. Satinav sought to banish my name into oblivion, but again I outwitted him. In the shadow of Los, I found the one place into which my master could not see. There I dug a hole, and in this hole I placed my name. And from my name grew a garden. Anyone who wore the mask and found the garden would also find my name. My name in my garden. The garden of eternal oblivion. The garden of my forgotten name.
They're growing beautifully. Hey! Shh!
Or else you'll wake the spirit.
The only thing that seems to interest her are the plants. We're directly above the room with the spheres. If I remove the light... Come here. He won't obey. They're growing beautifully.
Nice to see you again, girl.
What did Jalif write about the garden again?
It says that some sort of magic word is buried in the garden. A word that will awaken the true power of Malakar's mask, and that 3 secret chambers will point the way there. He babbles that the place was created by an ancient entity, a servant of time, and that Satinav, the Lord of Time, separated the garden from our spheres, so that nothing that happens in the garden would have consequences for our reality. Then there's something about lies that become truth, and a hole in the Book of Time. Yet more stupid blather.
Who is Satinav?
Satinav is the guardian of time. He watches over the Book of Time and makes sure that no one disturbs or changes the things written there.
Has anyone ever seen him?
No, he's only a legend.
If I want to enter the garden, I have to find the 3 chambers first, right?
Yes, but before that, you need Malakar's mask, and then you must find and complete all 3 eye symbols.
Who is Satinav?
Satinav is the...
Has any...
No.
That's enough and... What else do you know about Ben Jalif?
Not much. He was given the mask and sent out to find the garden. That's all it says here.
I've been in 2 chambers now.
Don't beat around the bush. Tell me. I'll make note of your every word. Posterity must learn of this.
What did Jalif write?
It says that some sort of magic word is buried in the garden. A word that will awaken the true power of Malakar's mask, and that 3 secret chambers will point the way there. He babbles that the place was created by an ancient entity, and that Satinav, the Lord of Time, separate so that then there's...
That's enough and... See you later.
Keep me up to date.
It's only a part of the seal. Something's still missing. The drawing fits exactly. It's only a part of the seal. Something's still missing. It's only a part of the seal. Something's still missing. Now that's just... I don't mind. No, better not. I'd rather not. No, now that's just... I'm not going... I feel a rhythm, like a heartbeat. Another dragon monument? These halls seem to have no end. The drawing fits next to the hand, but the seal still isn't complete. In the meantime, I learned to fly without one. In the meantime... Yes, that's true. That won't get... No. That would be too cruel. I don't mind. That won't get... First, I have to find this garden. Now I can fly to the fortress any time, but first I need to know what this garden is all about. The power that Kasim seeks there could help us in battle. Hey! Shh!
Or else you'll wake the spirit.
The only thing that seems to interest her are the plants. The only thing that seems... No. It's better. I don't even know. That would be me need. No. Why is it so cold here?
The Library of Draconia is supervised by the Ice Faculty. Writing is like ice. It freezes a moment in time. In this case, for eternity.
Кое по-точно? С компотата ли? Маската я взехме. Ловката беше в ето гоблит.
Nice to see you again, girl.
What did Jalif write about the garden again?
It says that some sort of magic and that Ibab and that then
That's enough. See you later.
keep me up.
It's hot. There's nothing else in these vaults, just this one room. They're growing beautiful. It only works on people. That won't get me. That won't get me. Now that's just uninspired. It's only a part of the seal. Something's still missing. It only works on... That'll never work. That won't get me any... I mustn't lose... I can't... The drawing, but the seal... Behind it, I can see the shape of a large statue. It's shiny and clean. Just a moment, there's an odd indentation. I see water on the other side. There's an odd indentation. That won't get me anywhere. The indentation is shaped like one of the hands in the seal, but it's not complete. That won't get me. That won't get me. That won't get. That won't get.
But how do you know that the net will hold in the end?
Better. That won't get... I mustn't lose sight of my goal.
But how do...
I don't much... That won't get... I'd rather not. No. I can't... Why is it...
The Library of Drakridin. Nice to see.
What else do you...
Not... That's all it...
What did Jalif write about the garden?
It's... And that's... Ah.
That's enough. See you later.
Keep me up.
Behind it, I can see the shape of a large statue.
Sadya Al-Kabir! Hey! Hello! Sadya Al-Kabir!
I feel a rhythm, like a heartbeat.
Hey!
In In the meantime, I learned to fly without one. In the meantime, I've never trusted this kind of magic. I've never Forget it. It now has the power to reverse the effect of magic artifacts. That won't get me. Is it possible? Yes. Now it's as bright as the sun.
But how do you know?
I see.
You're back. Awaken me, and we can end this tale. Ah, there's one more thing you must understand. My garden and the surreal miracle of which it is capable. Oh, how I love it. My garden, with my name. How singular it is, how beautiful, and how jealous it makes Satinav. Yes, he hates it. He hates it so much that he separated it from your world. He hates that he cannot see into it, that he doesn't know what happens there. Whenever someone enters my garden, his quill pauses, and a page in his book, in which all else is written, remains blank. He hates it so much he decided that nothing that happens inside it can have any consequence for the world outside. Go in and break a branch, go out, and in the eyes of the world, it was never broken. But whisper what happened in the garden into Satinav's invisible ear, and he will add it to his book of truth. Only then do these actions become reality and the branch broken. Tell him what you will. If he believes you, then every word becomes true. But woe unto you if he learns that you have lied. Then he'll show his true face. He'll pursue you, and he'll tear you to pieces. For he is old, jealous, and depraved. Only I am great. Sadhya, you've come so far. Embark on the final leg of your journey. Follow the path from Draconia down to Satinav's watching pillar. There, I'll appear to you, and if you wish, show you my garden. My garden, my name, my great mercy.
I didn't understand that bit with the branch.
You mean the garden?
I mean everything. The garden, the mask. I couldn't really follow all that, could you?
I didn't think it hard to follow.
The Garden of Oblivion. Why does every word become true there?
As far as I understood it, it's because Satinav doesn't know what happens in the garden. But he has to know it in order to write it down in the Book of Time.
Does everything have to be in that book?
Apparently. In any case, his ignorance makes him furious. That's why he made sure that everything that happens in the garden doesn't affect the outside world until someone tells him about it. What would be a good example? Let's say you take a ring into the garden and enchant it there, all right?
All right.
As soon as you leave the garden, the spell vanishes.
Why?
Because you enchanting the ring isn't written in the Book of Time. And if it isn't written in the Book of Time, it didn't happen. Only once you talk about it outside the garden.
And Satinav hears me.
And Satinav believes you. Only then will he open his book and write, Geron went into the Garden of Oblivion and enchanted Brida's ring. And then the ring is enchanted.
What if I lie?
Well, if Satinav believes you, then the lie becomes true. At least, until he finds out that you lied. Something tells me he doesn't like being manipulated.
You got all that from the journal?
I thought it was obvious.
So all I have to do is say what happened in the garden, and every word becomes true?
If Satinav believes you, that is. Yes.
What can the mask do again?
It presents you with a decision. If you wear it and speak the formula on the inside, you lose all your memories. But if you speak the name of the Djinn of Time, he appears to you and brings a piece of your past into the present.
I guess I sort of understand, but by the 12 the world was mad back then.
Oh, nonsense. On the contrary, back then it was full of real magic. A mask that brings back the past, a garden that makes lies the truth. Compared to all that, the miserable hocus-pocus we know today is nothing.
Keep reading. Oh no. What comes next?
Someone else added something here in the margin. After my princess learned the way to the garden, she came to me one last time. The staff!
I don't know what awaits me there, but I will go to the Garden of Oblivion. I have to know what Kasim wanted there.
Be my guest. I wouldn't dream of standing in the way of your madness.
I want to apologize to you. You always wondered why I freed you from the burial chamber. Well, I needed an audience. Someone who would observe all my deeds and remember them forever. I only needed to impress you enough, and you would have never forgotten me. I used you.
And why are you telling me this now?
It's the garden. It scares me.
Scared? You?
The Djinn of Time is a wrathful being. Also, I could be playing into Kasim's hands there. I'm afraid I'll never come back out, and the world will forget me forever.
Oh, that won't happen. No. You're a wonderful woman. If I had knees, I would have proposed to you a long time ago. I thought you wanted to impress me.
You hated me a moment ago, and now you're in love with me?
What makes you think that? You're the last woman I would fall in love with. The woman I would fall in love with is dangerous and unpredictable. Mysterious. Moody.
That sounds just like me.
No. The woman I would fall in love with is so calculating and devious that I could never trust her. But you, Shahrazad, I trust you now. For whatever reason that may be.
The Air Mage already declared his willingness to come along to the Flying Fortress as an observer. I asked him to take you on board with him.
You what? Now that we are finally friends, you're going to send me to my death, just like that?
If I survive the garden and make it to the battle, I want to fight alongside you.
Then please survive. I do not want to wind up in the nether hells all by myself.
You won't.
I'm serious, Shahrazad. If you don't come out, then I'll come and get you.
Don't worry. It doesn't matter how hopeless my situation is. I always have something up my sleeve. I'll be back soon. Right. There we are. It seems to be just a normal old rock. First, I should make sure I can get out again. seems to be just a normal old rock. The trail led me here.
You really did come. Put on my mask. And dream of my name.
What an honor. My ruby on the holy mask of the Djinn of Time. Satya, really? Now all I lack is the name of the Djinn.
As if I would ever tell you that.
Oh, you don't need to. Have you forgotten that we're in the Garden of Oblivion? Everything that happens here will only be real if someone tells Satinav about it. My servant will simply claim that I found you here and tortured you until you finally told me the name. No actual blood and only one little lie. But the lie will be truth in the eyes of the world. I'll leave this place and it'll be as if you really had revealed the name. But shh! Keep it between us.
I will find you, and I will destroy you.
Of course you will.
There you are. I thought you were going to abandon me. Let's get out of here.
Halt! One move and you're dead.
Oh.
Climb back into the hole. Now!
You're a girl of the streets, am I right?
Shut your mouth.
Yes, you are. You're not tattooed. Kasim has always loved playing with destitute little girls.
Shut your mouth.
Why are you trembling? Shouldn't I be the one who is afraid?
Kazim said I should kill you if you don't obey.
Really?
Don't make me do it.
Let me go. Kasim will never learn about it.
This isn't about Kazim.
Well, what is it about?
It's... He ordered me.
Keep talking.
I lied for him. And now back into the hole.
Go on. Shoot.
This is my last warning. Jump into the hole.
I wasn't tortured at all.
You can't prove that.
Do you see any wounds?
Why won't you just do as I tell you?
You told the world that Kasim tortured me, and that I told him the name of the Djinn as a result.
Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth right now!
What did you tell Satinav? How did Kasim torture me? Huh?
I'm going to shoot you.
Do it. Kill me.
I can't.
Oh. You can't kill me. At least not out here. You said that I died in the garden, didn't you?
Stop it!
But then, how can I be standing here, talking to you?
Ah!
By the gods! Where did she go?
Satinav tore the girl to pieces. With that, he corrected the course of things. The prince no longer knew the name of the Djinn of Time, and Sadja was once again free. My air spirit took her to the flying fortress and then reported back to me. Although it's impossible for him to lie, I advised him to be careful with his report. Every event that took place in the garden must be told as close to the truth as possible in order not to play into the hands of the garden's twisted logic. That ends the entry.
Is that all?
Right at the end, there's something on the last page.
What's that shouting outside?
I'll look. Garon! The Ptolemies have been spotted in the forest. The town is preparing to hunt them down.
This on top of everything else.
This time the army and the School of Arcane Combat are involved too.
Can you try to stop them?
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. The whole forest is swarming with mages and soldiers. We should split up. How's your wing?
Fine.
Good. Then you can search the forest from above and I'll stay below. We'll meet back here. You got that?
Yes. I hope I can find this place again.
Nuri, this is your old waterfall. You lived here for years.
Yes, that's right. See you soon.
Mahi! Where are you? I can't let on what I'm doing as long as the mob is still roaming about.
I haven't ordered a halt, Ryder. What's going on? Why aren't the troops moving?
If we search farther inland, we'll get too far from the town. Andergast would be at the Ptolemies' mercy with no protection.
But what if they escape us?
Old tracks indicate that they're staying nearby. I think it would be better to hold our position and follow a few select paths, rather than move haphazardly towards the Oakwood.
All right. I'll give you some time. But if we haven't found a new trail by then, we'll do as I say. Until then, this is your responsibility.
Understood.
I want to help with the search. Is there a trail?
Well, the Ptolemies were here until recently, but we don't know in which direction they fled. You should leave everything to us. It's too dangerous here for a peasant.
I'm supposed to pass on an order from the other groups.
Blasted hotheads! Whoever it was who sent you, tell them that nobody gives orders here but me, unless they excel next year as well as Bryda has. But I can only dream of such an outcome.
Bryda?
Talk to me if you have something to say, Birdcatcher. Bryda has finally answered my call. She says she's ready to lead our search in my name. I expect her to get back to her usual excellent performance.
I won't disappoint you.
I advise you not to.
How do you know if one of the groups has found something?
A messenger runs from group to group with a torch, keeping everyone up to date.
How can I recognize him?
You can't. He's carrying an enchanted scroll that is visible in the dark, but only to mages. That way, we can find him without trouble, but no one else can.
What was that about the messenger again?
He runs from group to group and passes on instructions. He carries an enchanted scroll so we can spot him in the dark.
I hope you find those monsters.
I'm certain we will. Halt! Where do you think you're going?
Sir Rathling?
Well, if it isn't Garon. I haven't seen you since last winter. If I remember correctly, that was shortly before the seer vanished. How have you been since, you old rascal?
Has your group found any traces of the Ptolemies?
We know that they came past here once, going east to west, or west to east. We aren't exactly sure. We can't investigate either because we were ordered to hold our position for now. I hate sitting around with nothing to do.
To be honest, I don't know you any other way. There are new orders.
Whatever they may be, I can't accept instructions from an outsider. Only from the commander and his messenger. That's a safety measure so the mob won't dissolve into chaos.
Is the messenger here?
He was here. Perhaps he still is. Unlike the mages, I can't see him in the dark.
I'll keep looking then.
Farewell, Garum.
He must be somewhere. Hey! Have you...
In this part of the forest? No, we only just got here. Originally, we were two groups, combing the forest north and south of here. But without luck. Maybe we'll have more luck here.
There are new orders.
Boy, is this man the messenger?
No, ma'am. He's just a peasant.
Then I can't accept any orders.
I'm looking for the messenger.
He was here and instructed us to hold our position until further notice.
Is he still here?
I don't know anything about that.
Good luck.
Please talk to my commander. She can help you better than I can.
Is he here somewhere?
You again?
I'm helping with the search.
Right. That's your specialty. Catching vermin. Then let's see what you can do.
Have you found any trace of the Ptolemies?
No. And we won't find any here either. We were already here before the search party, on practice maneuvers. If those rats had crept in the direction of the swamp, we'd have seen them.
There are new instructions from above.
Says who?
Says me, and the leader of the search parties.
If you really were part of our bunch, you would know that only the messenger can pass on orders. And you're not the messenger. I could see that from a mile away.
Where do I find the messenger?
Maybe he's here, and maybe he isn't. Only one thing's for sure. It's none of your lousy business. Go back to catching your little Tweety birds and leave the rest to the real men.
Good luck to you. Nuri should be back by now. It's too steep. They're not here either.
Where?
I can't let on what I'm doing as long as the mob is still roaming about. Did you find them?
No. The forest is just too big. I don't even know where I should start.
On your next round, I want you to fly a very specific route.
Which one?
Start in Andergast and then fly over the river to the marshlands, then return here.
All right. See you soon. I didn't find anything.
Nuri, I need your help. We have to hurry. You're turning more and more into a raven. You almost forgot where we are.
That's not true. That's my cave back there. I live here.
You haven't lived here since last autumn.
I haven't?
No, you live with me in the city.
Right. I remember.
On your next round, I want you to fly a very specific route. Start in Andergast and then fly over the campsite to the rock.
All right. See you soon. Still nothing.
Nuri, I need your help. On your next round, I want you to fly a very specific route. Start in Andergast and then fly over the campsite to the riverbank.
All right. See you soon. There was nothing.